What's up, guys? It's Dual Factor once again with another video. This time it's going to be a deck profile of what I played for this past Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. We did not play the structure deck format. They let us just play our regular decks. For the event, I made top 4. I ended up playing True Draco Zoo because I thought it was the best deck of the format. I haven't been to my locals in God knows how long, and I figured by now everyone has either Zoo stuff or Draco stuff, so I figured I'd go ahead and just go with what I thought was the best. That thought process actually failed me completely. There are only 2 other people playing Draco stuff in general, and I only played one of them. But this deck I honestly do think this is the best deck post-link format. After playing it in an event, there's a lot of changes I would make to it, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what I played since I top 4'd with this list. So enough about that, let's get on to the deck profile. So for the Zoo cards, I played 2 Masterpiece, 3 Ignis, and 2 Dynamite Knight. So this is the ratio I ended up going with the Draco stuff. Honestly, I think you can play 1 Masterpiece, but I'm playing Pot of Desires, so I went ahead and played the 2 because I didn't want to banish all my copies. 3 Ignis, because Ignis is honestly the best card going second in the mirror match, and I have a tendency to lose dice rolls, so I wanted to play cards that would give me a better chance going second. Plus, the reasoning behind it is almost every other card in my deck is amazing going first, so I can afford to play these 3, which in the matchup against True Draco, this card was really good because I just kept getting Heritages and drawing 2 and 3 off them all the time, so I would definitely keep this at 3. And then 2 Dynamite Knight. He's really good going first, but a lot of the times when I ended up going second, games 2 and 3, I would side one out, but going first he's really good. Plus, like, you just have under diagram, you have a 27-28 beater, so it's hard for a lot of decks now, especially since with the restriction with the link monsters. It's hard for a lot of decks to get over these. Plus, the advantage they net you is really good too. So I like the ratio of the the Draco cards. I wouldn't change this part of the deck at all. Maybe 1 Masterpiece, but since I'm playing Desires, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to play 2 of those. So that's it for the Zoo cards. I gotta quit doing that. The Draco cards. On to the actual Zoo part of the deck. I played 2 Rats, 2 Ram, and then 1 Thoroughblade, 1 Whiptail. This part of the deck I would change. These numbers were fine, especially now Rat. You just use the extra Rat for Tribute Fodder for Masterpiece and whatnot, and your Dynamite Knights and your Ignises. Ram was fine as 2. I kind of wanted the 2nd and the 3rd Whiptail, and I kind of wanted 2nd and 3rd Thoroughblade just because of the fact that we're playing 3 Desires. And honestly, it's not even that. I just wanted more Zoo monsters throughout the day. Like, you go through them so fast now, especially since you only have so many zones to play with. And drawing any one of these, like, you can go into the combo where you go Trident, Hammer, Kong. So it's like, I honestly, like, these numbers were fine, but I kind of wanted more Thoroughblades and more Whiptails. And that's it for the Zoo monsters. And then the last card, the only hand trap I played was Maxi. It's the best hand trap. Ghost Ogre wasn't that great. I cited Ashes because it's good against pure True Draco, but other than that, I didn't really care for it. And then the spell cards, I played 3 Pot of Desires. This card says draw 2, so I'm going to play it, in all honesty. And then really, like, you just want the extra cards to be able to keep grinding against your opponent. So we played 3 of that. 3 Diagram and 3 Terraforming, so it's like I'm playing 6 Diagrams. I personally think this is the best card in the game. And Patrick Hoban said it right. Whatever deck can best abuse the Diagram prop is going to be the best, and Zoodiac does it the best. So we're going to go ahead and maximize the copies of it. Plus, just like making your Ignises and your Dynamites 27-2800 is really good. And then for the True Draco spells, I played 3 Heritage and then 2 Disciple. This card's in the mirror match. This card's super rejuve. If I wasn't playing mirror match, I would side out copies of this, and I would side out like the Ignises, and I would side out the Dynamite Knights. But in the mirror match or against pure True Draco, like, this wins the game, and then this puts these back, so you can continue to keep winning the game. But yeah, this card's like, it's super rejuve. Like, if you ever played real format, everyone knows how disgustingly good super rejuve was. This is the same thing. Like, it's stupid. Plus, they give you the additional tribute summon, so that way you can summon on your opponent's turn and win the game. And then for the Zoo cards, I played 3 Barrage and 3 Tenki. A lot of people are going down to 2, but I would still play 3 Tenki. just because it's like playing more zoo monsters in your deck, and you want to see a zoo monster. I understand people would rather just play the Third Blade to discard and draw, but at the same time, like, you have to get to the first one to even be able to do anything. So I think it's really necessary to play the 3 of this and the 3 of this. So there's that for you. And then I played 6 trap cards, which was a mistake, honestly. But because I was unfamiliar of what was being played at my locals, I played 3 barrier. And then I played 2 of the Return and then 1 True Draco Apocalypse. This was a mistake. This should have been in the sideboard. This literally just could have been more zoo monsters, and it would have just been better overall. Even it does nothing against True Draco Zoo. No, I'm sorry. Pure True Draco. True Draco Zoo, it's okay, but they still have the Draco part of their deck to go against you. And then a lot of the game wins if you lose the dice roll. This card's like terrible going second and stuff like that. So this honestly could have been moved to the sideboard. These cards were really good. Being able to tribute during your turn and bring your monsters back during your turn were really good. So that part of the deck I wouldn't change, but I would definitely take the barriers out and put them to the side. And then on to the extra deck, the 2 tokens I always play. And then 1 Decode Talker. I never made this. Probably going to cut it and just play more zoo cards. The 1 Dweller. I only made this when I was playing against True Draco Zoo. Everything else, I didn't play it at all. 1 Emerald, never made this card. Probably just going to cut it for extra zoo monsters, to be perfectly honest. 1 Hammer Kong, 1 Borbo. I see a lot of people playing 2, but honestly, I probably just play the 1 because I still want to play Dweller because Dweller's really good against the Dracos, so... and then 2 Tiger Mortar. I'm definitely going to cut the Emerald and play the 3rd Tiger Mortar because the 3rd one is starting to come up now more, especially since we have the limitations with Link. 3 Chalk and 9. Second best zoo monster in my deck, hands down. Being able to bring back your cards and continue to do your plays, especially because it can bring back Dryden, you can put stuff under it, makes it really good. And then to go with 3 Chalk and 9, we had 2 Broad Bull and 3 Dryden. Now, because I was playing such a low zoo monster count when I was only playing 6, I felt the necessity for 2 Broad Bull. Since I'm going to up the zoo count, I'm probably going to play more just so I can keep grinding out. But, I don't know, 3 Dryden's definitely necessary. I went through 3 Dryden. There's a lot of times I would make Chalk and 9 to bring this back and then put Tiger Mortar to put material in here too. So, like, this is like playing 6 Drydens in theory, but that's neither here nor there. But that was the extra deck that I played, and then since this was Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, I'll go ahead and show you my side deck. That could probably use work too, but like I said, I haven't played at Die Hard Games in God knows how long. I didn't know what everyone's going to be playing, so. So for the monsters in the side deck, 3 Ash, if I get them in there, 3 Ash and 2 Zaphian. This card was only good against pure Draco Zoo, honestly. Stopping Desire, stopping Duality, and stopping Card Demise was really, really key in that. You can also stop the Heritage too if you want, but they're still going to get the additional draw. This card was broken against True Draco Zoo, and then any deck that played back row, like almost no deck has an answer to this. Like 0. And then it's just a blowout. Like you summon it, you just run into your opponent, and then they -5. It's like, it's insane what this card does. It's just like back in like old school, like when Evil Swarm players had to fear Medion the Time Lord because it got rid of their Ophion and then Dragon Lords would just go off. This card does the exact same thing against True Draco or True Draco Zoo, just putting all their stuff back. Like, it's insane. For the spells, 3 Twin Twister. Since it was a local event, I thought this would have been really good in the against the True Draco's matchup and stuff like that, but after playing it, I'd rather just have Cosmic Cyclone and just deal with the problem altogether. Then, in case I thought I was going to run to the mirror, I played 2 Econ and a Mind Control. Never sided these in ones. I didn't play any mirror matches. I didn't play any deck that I thought this card would have been outstanding against. Just, it is what it is. And then I also played the 1 board Wipe in Raigeki, just in case I went second and I was playing against an opponent who put up a fierce board. Never drew it. Couldn't tell if it was any good or not. And then, because I thought True Draco would be prevalent at my locals, I played 3 copies of Magical Deflector, because this is D-Barrier against True Draco. That being said. And that was my top 4 deck profile for Yu-Gi-Oh! Day being True Draco Zoo. Always remember to like, comment, subscribe. I was not able to get the profile from Akeem, who won Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Shoutouts to him. Me and him actually played in the top 4, and I lost to him because he's a bigger virgin than I am and was able to resolve his heritage before I could. But that's not at the point here. I still bodied him in Swiss, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, always remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys like to see next. When we get the rest of the Link stuff, I think this deck's actually going to be really, really good, especially since we got minus Radiant, and then a lot of the other decks will get better too since we have Firewall Dragon coming out. But like I said, always remember to like, comment, subscribe, guys. Peace.